Well, first and foremost, it's a family business, so my father's been in the motor trade for many, many years. I don't even know now, I'd be scared to ask him, probably 40 plus years at this stage. My younger brother's in it, I'm in it. It's all we really know now at this stage. Our background was massively wholesale. We bought from the likes of insurance companies, banks, whatever it was, underwriting in general, and we sold to garages. In the downturn, obviously that end of stuff dried up and we consciously made a decision of going into retail. We started off in a smaller garage and then we just outgrew it. We looked around and we came across the new site here on the Kylemore Road, and it was ideal for us with the parking outside and the security of the place and all that. And from then it's grown. Went from a maximum of 30 cars over in the old site to probably somewhere around the margin of 70 to 80 cars now. Like any garage, I suppose we always think we're the best, but we try to do things a little bit differently. In the ideal sense, as in we prep cars very differently. We try to have everything by the time it gets on the floor here for sale, that everything, all the boxes are ticked, service end wise, prep wise, valeting wise, anything that needs to be done to the car will be done. So if a customer wants to collect a car in the day, that's the goal. We really don't cut corners in prepping cars. Like, it's, if a car needs a timing belt, it'll have a timing belt. If it needs tyres, it'll have tyres. It's questions we get asked all the time, and I'd be surprised at them, because if you're going to do it right. Because the last thing I want, and I'm sure the customer wants, is warranty and cars coming back. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to pretend that we're in a crystal ball or we're in a place that no such thing as warranty exists. Of course it does, but if you prepare cars completely as you should, chances are the percentage of warranty problems will be little or none. And touch wood, we've never had any major problems of anyone coming back. Secondly, it'll all come down to price. I mean, as I say to people, you're not in here because I'm the dearest. You have to be very, very competitive. So if you're prepping cars right, you're priced right, the place looks half decent, the staff are decent, I think you've as much of a fighting chance as anyone. Another reason for buying a car, I believe, is it's down to selection. There's no point in, like, ideally people would love to have 151 BMWs or Audis or Mercedes or whatever it is, but to me, like, a person buying any car, it doesn't make any difference, for 4,000 euros or 5,000 euros or 3,000 euros compared to buying the car for 50,000 euros. There shouldn't really be any difference towards the approach to them or the car. Like, they should be still prepped the exact same way, they should still be priced the exact same way, and that custom to me is equally as important. So therefore, I don't think anyone really does that. So we really try to diversify in our stock, and like a quick look at the website will prove that. Like, everything's there, from, as I said, an Audi A5 to a Citroen C3. It's certainly not snobbery we're involved in here anyway. The future holds, hopefully, growth. Hopefully it'll continue on. We started off with just the two of us, and then we took on one salesman, took on another salesman. We have a full-time guy giving us a hand around the place. If all things stay where they are, I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't grow.